Believe in God? It's easy for me to believe in the God of the atom. The predictability of the particles to circulate around it and to build all matter. That's easy. I believe in that. No problem. To believe in a God that actually cares for human beings, in the wake of all the human tragedy, that's a step of faith. That's a step of faith. Came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. So I walk into a group of people and they say, okay, this is the way towards sanity. I say, okay, I believe you. What do I have to lose? I have nothing left. They say to me, to make sobriety, to make serenity a priority in my life, to accept all things peacefully, and to follow simple direction. I say, okay, I could do that. No problem. I can do that. It's very practical in the sense that I can see other people whose lives have improved. And I can hear the words that they're telling me that life can be better for me, but I need to do certain things. Like make sobriety and serenity my priority. And to follow some simple suggestions. It's easy. Done. Then I'm told that it is required of me to make a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God, to the care of God. However I understand that care to be. I am required now to go from believing in what is seen, what is obvious, into making a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God, which is not seen. I asked myself, this care that this group of people were talking to me about, is it possible that there is a God behind that care? Is it possible? And I'm told that all I need is a mustard seed amount of faith. A mustard seed's pretty small when you look at the size of the universes in which we live in, or supposed universe. So I make a decision. I even question a decision because I felt like God had already made, if a decision was going to be made for me, God had already made it for me, if I'm going to believe in God. So I made a decision to enter into his decision for me. And my prayer was, God, give me an open mind so that I might believe. I pray for the faith that is required of me at this point in time. I don't want to be crazy anymore. Can you see the progression between believing in the God of the atom, believing in the God of people who care for one another, and then actually making a decision to turn my will, my life over to the care of God? It's a lot different than using my mind to calculate a world in a way that I'm incapable of calculating. My calculations, my mental calculations, have had nothing to do with reality at all. How do I know? How do I know anything? About reality? I'm body bound into these, in these eyes see only what is in front of them. That's it. And I can read on the philosophies of men, but doesn't mean that they're true. So a strange thing happens. My thoughts, my calculations have turned to prayer only and directed at the objective that there is a caring God, period. And that he is in control of everything. He's the ultimate authority. I was also told by the group that there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God as he may express himself. Now the calculator has been cleared and set straight. All the brainstorming and assumptions about what's happening in my world, gone. All that creating of evidence to prove everybody wrong and me right, gone. And so much of life is dependent upon my prayer for sanity and my faith in a caring God that controls all things. I have no control over anything. He chose me. I didn't choose him. I didn't ask to be born. I'm here. And I'm taking a position based on the knowledge, the inspiration that that there is a higher power and that I can be restored to sanity, and that my life is turned to a loving and caring God. Period. I take a position. That's it. I take a position in my body fellowship, support group. I take a position in my work body fellowship and in my family body fellowship. I take the position that God cares and that he is orchestrating everything.